is Africa Now on TOS TV Network, your digital first Pan-African network. I am Adesu Suyi. We begin with politics. Prominent Senegalese opposition politician Ousmane Sonko has been arrested. His lawyer says he is accused of disturbing public order in the capital, Dakar, as he traveled to court for a hearing in a rape case. His motorcade was followed by hundreds of chanting supporters who were dispersed by police with tear gas. Sonko denies he raped a woman at a salon where he went to get massages. On Friday, Senegal's parliament voted to strip Sonko of his immunity so the rape prosecution could proceed. The 46-year-old, who heads the opposition PASTEF party, says the charges are politically motivated by President Macky Sall's government to stop him from running in 2024 elections. Libya's new interim Prime Minister Abdulhamid Deby has called on UN experts to make public a report that alleged vote buying ahead of his election. Bedar was selected in early February in a UN-sponsored inter-Libyan dialogue. African Press News Agency reported that a UN panel said in a confidential report at least 3 participants had been offered bribes of hundreds of thousands of dollars for Bedar to gain power. On Tuesday, the Prime Minister's administration issued a statement calling the report fake news and demanding that the UN experts publish their report on allegations of bribery at the Libyan Political Dialogue Forum in November. The UN's Libya mission, UNSMIL, said Tuesday that it could not comment on the bribery allegation, noting that the expert panel is a separate entity, completely independent from UNSMIL and reporting directly to the UN Security Council. The Speaker of Parliament has said the legislature will convene on March 8 to discuss the matter. Still on Libya, interim Prime Minister designate has warned that the country is not capable of handling the migration crisis by itself, adding that the international community should step up its support if monitoring and rescue operations are to be successful. Libya has become the major transit point for people hoping to reach Europe after the North African country plunged into a bloody conflict following a NATO-backed uprising that toppled and killed longtime leader Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. International agencies have also denounced the return of people intercepted at sea due to the chaotic situation in the country and poor conditions in detention centers. The European Union has reportedly spent more than 90 million euros in funding and training the Libyan Coast Guard to stop the crossings. There are more than 570,000 migrants currently in Libya, according to UN estimates. South Sudan's President Salva Kiir has ordered the suspension of the operations of South Sudan's Supreme Airlines, whose planes crashed in the eastern Jonglei state shortly after takeoff at Peri airstrip on Tuesday, killing all persons on board. The dead included a Kenyan pilot, his South Sudanese co-pilot, and 7 women passengers. In a statement, President Kiir said the suspension of the airline was a temporary measure to deal with these avoidable air accidents before laws governing civil aviation are strengthened via legislative means. The measure, he says, is necessary for these institutions to ascertain airworthiness of the remaining South Sudan Supreme planes. It also is a necessary step to restoring public confidence in air travel in the country, President Kiir said. This is your digital first Pan-African network, TOS TV. You're watching Africa Now. More stories from the African continent after the break. Welcome back. In a corruption allegation, Venezuela cash-strapped government sent gold to Mali last year. Venezuela cash-strapped government sent gold to Mali last year and Russian-owned planes to exchange it for foreign currency, said prominent Venezuelan opposition politician Julio Borges on Wednesday. The gold was refined in Mali, one of Africa's largest gold producers, and then resold in the United Arab Emirates to allow for Maduro's administration to obtain the equivalent of at least $1 billion in euros, said Borges, who lives in exile in neighboring Colombia. He alleged that this was part of a scheme that allowed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's administration to stay afloat despite U.S. sanctions. Maduro was re-elected for a second six-year term in May 2018 in highly controversial elections, but Maduro has remained in control of the security forces and also remains the support of Russia and China, two powerful allies. The U.S., which accuses Maduro of rigging his 2018 re-election, imposed sanctions on Venezuela's state oil company in early 2019 in a bid to pressure Maduro to resign. We are requesting that United States and European authorities make their system more dismantling this type of organized crime groups more sophisticated, Borges said, adding that the opposition had been tracking the Venezuela gold trade for the past year, culminating in the report presented on Wednesday. South Africa's president office has told State Capture Commission's legal team that President Cyril Ramaphosa will wait until after Brian Molefe has completed his testimony before responding to allegations leveled against him. During his testimony in January and again on Tuesday, Molefe accused Ramaphosa of using his political power to assist mining multinational Glencore and claimed that Ramaphosa was providing political protection to Optimum Coal Mine because he was a shareholder when he was deputy president of the ANC. Molefe also suggested that his allegation against Ramaphosa were being swept under the carpet. Chief Justice Raymond Zondo said that Ramaphosa was not compelled to respond to the allegation at this stage. He also confirmed that a 14-day period offered to persons implicated to respond following the delivery of the Rule 3.3 notice has lapsed without a response from the president. Away from corruption matters, Facebook Incorporation cannot share any contact information it collects from WhatsApp users in South Africa with its other properties without first obtaining authorization from the country's information regulator, the agency said on Wednesday. In January, WhatsApp informed users it was preparing a new privacy policy under which it could share some data, including location and phone numbers, with Facebook and its other units such as Instagram and Messenger. The move sparked backlash among users in South Africa. The regulator, in accordance with Section 57 of the Protection of Personal Information Act, South Africa's data protection law, said, and I quote, that WhatsApp cannot, without obtaining prior authorization from the IR, process any contact information of its users for a purpose other than the one for which the number was specifically intended at collection, with the aim of linking that information jointly with information processed by other Facebook companies. End of quote. The agency also said that it has written to Facebook South Africa. A WhatsApp spokesperson said the company is reviewing the regulator's letter, adding that the update does not expand the company's ability to share data with Facebook, nor does it impact the privacy of users' messages with friends or families. The spokesperson added that WhatsApp does not share contacts with Facebook and that policy applies to users everywhere, including in South Africa. This is still your digital first Pan-African network, TOS TV network. You're watching Africa Now. Updates on COVID-19 after the break. Thank you for staying tuned. Arab foreign ministers on Wednesday reappointed Ahmed Abdul Gate, a veteran Egyptian diplomat, as the Secretary General of the Cairo-based Arab League. Gate, a former ambassador to the United Nations and Egypt's last foreign minister under ousted President Hosni Mubarak, won the backing of the Arab foreign ministers meeting in the Egyptian capital. During the talks, Abdul Gate said, and I quote, "A new opportunity looms today with the new American administration taking over the levers of power to correct this track and to launch a real peace process based on international law, a framework and lasting solution, and not just negotiating for the purpose of negotiation." End of quote. On coronavirus, security officials in China and South Africa have seized thousands of counterfeit doses of the coronavirus vaccine, the global police agency Interpol revealed. The International Police Force said in a statement on Wednesday that 400 vials equivalent to about 2,400 doses containing the fake vaccine were found at a warehouse in Germiston outside Johannesburg in South Africa, where officers also recovered fake masks and arrested 3 Chinese citizens and a Zambian national. Since COVID-19 reached the shores of South Africa, the government has adopted an integrated multidisciplinary law enforcement approach, said Brigadier Vish Naidu, South African National Police spokesperson, according to the Interpol statement. The Chinese government has decided to provide Egypt with a second batch of aid vaccine to continue providing support in the fight against the epidemic. Chinese ambassador to Egypt Liao Liqiang told an online press conference on Monday China is willing to strengthen vaccine cooperation with Egypt, support international solidarity against the COVID-19 pandemic, and promote the building of a global community of health for all, said Liao. Egyptian Health Minister Hala Zayed expressed gratitude to China for its offer of COVID-19 vaccines, saying China's help is a reflection of the great friendship between the Egyptian and the Chinese people. This is TOS TV Network. You're still watching Africa Now. Ahead of business and sports. Welcome back. In business, Ghana and the United Nations signed a trade agreement worth $1.6 billion on Wednesday in one of the latest bilateral post-Brexit. The agreement was signed by Secretary of State for International Trade Liz Truss and Ghana's acting High Commissioner to the UK, Pepra Ampratwom, at the Department for International Trade in central London. The signed trade partnership agreement with Ghana secures tariff-free trade and provides a platform for greater economic and cultural cooperation. Also, the agreement will allow duty-free and quota-free access for Ghana to the UK market and preferential tariff reductions for UK exporters to the Ghanaian market. According to a statement on the UK government website dated February, the UK government said Ghana's largest exports to Britain include mineral fuels and oil, preparation of fish, fruits, cocoa, and cocoa preparations. Its top imports include clothing and textiles, machinery and mechanical appliances, and chemical products from the UK. Both governments say the agreement will enter into effect following the completion of relevant international procedures required in both Ghana and the UK. And in sports, CAF has opened the bidding process for the country that will host the inaugural Total CAF Women's Champions League 2021. The Total CAF Women's Champions League 2021 competition will be organized during the period of October, November or December each year as per resolution of the CAF Executive Committee. 7 teams will qualify for the final tournament through qualifiers organized by the zonal unions, in addition to the champion club from the host country who gains automatic qualification. National associations are requested to present their bidding files containing the stadiums. 2 stadiums are required and training facilities, 4 training sites at least, accommodation plan that can host the 8 teams, in addition to the official government guarantee. Closing date is 31st March 2021. And that is Africa Now on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. For more updates, do visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS TV Network. I am Adesuwa Osuyi. Thank you for watching.